Here we are, day 60. Day 60. We just took we did stay at the Blackburn Center. It's a 0.2 straight to hell down, which means it's a straight to hell up 0.2 the next day. So that's what we did. We did get in the cabin. There were 2 spots left. There were 2 Nobos in there. We got the last 2 spots, so we were able to stay in the cabin. It was nice. Had like wooden bunks, throw your mattress on it. Had like a little porch, chairs, privy. They usually keep toilet paper in the privy, but they were out at the moment. There's a spigot on the main building where you can get water, so that's nice. Like a little picnic table, pavilion to cook. So it's a pretty fancy place. The main building where the water is and stuff, I just kind of peeked in the windows. Got like a full ass kitchen, nice appliances. Then there's a caretaker place where the caretaker lives. I mean, you know, I don't know where they got the money for that. Maybe it was donated, but some expensive property. And that's maintained by the PATC, the same people who bring you blowdowns and the roller coaster. I know I'm kind of shitting on the PATC, but I'm really not. I mean, they maintain the trails and stuff. That's all good. It's just, I mean, they had like a big cooker out there, so they must do big events or something out there. I don't know what they do. That's where they all party. Sit around and laugh about the roller coaster and all these thru hikers that have to do it, I guess. I'm sure there's some PATC people watching this video and they're going to comment. I'm just joking. Hopefully you can take a joke. But you got to admit, the roller coaster does go through, you know, some, other than Bear Den Rocks and that view in West Virginia, like, you're just looking at trees and rocks. And it does go through, like, kind of a crappy section of trail for Virginia. For the AT in general, too. So, just being honest. You know, not my favorite part of trail. And the only thing that makes people even remember it is that they made this thing called the roller coaster. So, whatever. But, yeah, so we've got, depending on how you calculate it, we got anywhere from 11.9 to 13-ish miles to go today, depending on where all we walk in Harper's Ferry. So we know we're going to the ATC. So that's going to be our first point of contact in Harper's Ferry. Go to the ATC, get our picture made. Then from there, we'll probably do lunch somewhere around there, around the ATC. And then head to the hostel, or maybe hit the outfitter, then the hostel. I don't know. But got about 12 or 13 miles roughly today we'll do. And then we'll figure out our plan for the next couple days. The plan is to do Maryland. It's just a matter of, you know, if we slack pack some or all of it, or if we just, you know, hike it and stay in a shelter tomorrow night. So who knows? Stay tuned for that. We'll figure that out. But we do have to be in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, across the border Friday night. We have a hotel already reserved. So that's the plan. And we're going to have to do about 40-ish miles Thursday and Friday to do that. All right, that's what we got. It did rain overnight, middle of the night, rain for an hour or two. But it's all cleared up. It's supposed to be a clear day today. So just want to get in Harper's Ferry before it gets too hot. All right. Turtle. Now I'm going to talk to a turtle. How's it going, turtle? What's up with that orange head? It's kind of cool. I kind of like it. What's that all about? So how do you mother for me? All right, we're going to have to walk past Mr. Turtle. I know you're going to duck in. We're not going to fuck with you. All right. Leave the turtle alone. All right, so that's our view for the day, a turtle with a cool orange head. Ever seen one with an orange head, have you?
No.
Yeah. And check it out, rocks. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. Yeah, this is the worst it's been this morning so far. We've only been hiking a little over an hour, but yeah. But yeah. Up to now, you've been able to like walk around. You know, just a few rocks here and there. It's just a little stretch. Hike today is pretty much flattish. Not much, kind of like a slight incline we did. And then there'll be a down into Harper's Ferry. So, not necessarily not too many ups today, except for that damn straight up from the Blackburn Trail Center. All right, that's what we got. All right, so we just came around this blowdown, which has been here a while. Looks like it's been here. I mean, look, there's a whole new path around it. So when you talk about leave no trace, that's why it's important to clean blowdowns, because they talk about leave no trace all the time, but one of the tenets of leave no trace is stay on the trail. So how are you supposed to stay on the trail when that's there? So people create a new trail. So then you have erosion problems. And look right up here, another blowdown that hasn't been cleaned. And, so this is right past where you turn off to the David Lesser shelter. So if you were going to David Lesser shelter northbound, look, there's another trail going around this that people have created instead of stepping over it. So, PATC, if anyone's watching, you got some blowdowns to clean up. Yeah. Not only here, but in the Shenandoahs, there were some too. And people were starting to walk around them and create new trails, all that stuff. So, just saying, if you need something to do, there's blowdowns. I'm just giving a trail report of blowdowns. Just showing you what I see. I don't care. I'll go around them. I'll go over them. Just like everybody else. But then it's going to create a new trail. Violate, leave no trace. And the other question I have. We ran into a trail maintenance guy the other day. And he was responsible for a section. And he asked us, if there were any blowdowns from where we came from. Because he didn't want to have to walk all the way and check and see. Well, no blowdowns. He goes, okay, well, that makes my job easier. But, so he didn't even want to check the trail. But, he's walking with nothing in his hands. I would think if you're checking the trail, bring some loppers, a little handsaw. So if you see bushes that are overgrowing the trail, you just trim them. Because those bushes tend to have ticks on them. So if you allow the trail to get a little overgrown, then you have a big problem with ticks getting on people. So that's why it's important to keep the trail clear of not only blowdowns for leave no trace and all that, but bushes and branches hanging over. I don't know. I would just think if I was assigned a section of trail, if I was going to volunteer and take a section of trail, I'd be proud of that section. I want it to be like the best looking section. That's just me. But I know there's a shelter up in Pennsylvania that has a caretaker guy that takes care of it. Dude, he's got potted plants there. In the privy, there's like pictures on the wall. Like, it's the nicest shelter spot that I stayed at last time. And there's a caretaker, and like, I met the guy on my way to the shelter. And, you know, he's bragging about the shelter. And he should, because it was really nice. It was almost like home. It's cool. Yeah, I just wish, like, some of these blow down, you know, same thing with the trail. Like, just clear it. And I'm assuming, I'm going to assume they're short-staffed. They don't have many people. Maybe they don't have the funds or anything. And if that's the case, you know, please comment. Let me know that. Maybe we can get you some donations. People that want to donate. Or people that want to volunteer and help out. But like this right here, this tree. Now, I'm short, so I could easily go under it and stuff. But I don't see why you don't just cut it. Because it's hanging on that tree. And if I'm not paying attention, boom, I could walk right into it. And if I was taller, I'd walk right into it too. So I don't know why. Can somebody explain why that wouldn't be cut down? Why that'd be left? Just curious. Here's another walk around. That's the trail there. And then this tree fell, who knows how long ago. And then you just see there's a new trail right here. So maybe they're just gonna let that old trail fill in and let this be the new trail. That might be the deal. But I'm not trying to be nitpicky, but when I see that big, beautiful building that we stayed next to last night, all that money that went into that, or somebody donated or whatnot, you know, it's just sitting there. You know, I don't know. Here's more. See? You gotta step over it. Now, these rocks and leaves are all slick because it rained last night. You gotta step over it. Just take a saw and just cut it. Like they did this. They cut this one. You know, but that one they didn't. I'm trying to understand the rhyme or reason to it. Here's another. And this is all within 5 minutes walking. Like these two videos, the last clip was just 2 minutes ago. Here's another one. So this is right past David Lesser shelter going north. For those, if they need to know where this is. I'm just showing you part of the trail to show you. I mean, Tennessee and North Carolina in the hurricane areas were cleaner than this. Just saying. And maybe they got a lot of attention because of the hurricane, and a lot of people went down. They got extra help. That might be the reason, but I'm just stating a fact. They were a lot more clear than some of this. There's some root balls you kind of had to navigate, but anyway, all right, that's it for now. Skirting the edge of Virginia again. There's West Virginia. Virginia's on our right. I think it actually takes you into Virginia just a little bit, then back into West Virginia. All right. We haven't started our big down yet into Harper's Ferry. That was just our last time seeing Virginia. All right, here we are crossing the Shenandoah. All the traffic. Yeah. Cool stuff. All right, here we are on the Blue Blaze, heading towards the ATC. When we get there, get our picture taken, and then get some lunch. So, all right, here we are. This is the ATC we're walking next to. Just gotta walk around to the front. Right here on Washington Street. Got a picture taken. What's up, dude? I'm leaving mine on to take a picture. There we are. All right, here we are, heading down to lunch in Harper's Ferry. So we stopped by the ATC, and got our picture taken. We were hikers, 57, 58? 57, 58. So we were 521 and 522. We are now 57 and 58 heading northbound. So we'll see what we are at Katahdin, but that's where we are now, for what that's worth. But anyway, nice day. We're gonna get some lunch at Isabella's. That's what we're trying to do, get some Italian food. And then we'll have to head up to the hostel, see if they got some room. All right. Hey dear, how's it going? How's it like being a deer? How's that grass taste? Grass tastes good? Yeah. I like your tail. Yeah. All right. Say hi to your mother for me. All right. Heading back up Washington Street. We went down to Isabella's, had some food, then went to the Outfitter. Joe guy got a spoon. I got some more permethrin spray on my clothes. Now we're heading to the hostel. All right, here we are. We're in our cabana clothes, as you can see. There's Joe guy back there. We're actually passing the ATC again. There it is. We're on our way to go eat some dinner downtown. Got some loner clothes on. We're looking good. About ready to get some dinner and end day 60. How's it going, dear? What's up, man? Now I'm gonna talk to a deer. How's that grass taste? Yeah. Yeah. I like your ears. What's that all about? Huh? Call me sometime. We can do something. I'm serious, dear. I'm serious. All right, say hi to your mother for me. Now I'm gonna talk to a cat. Hey, cat. What's up? Yeah, I like your feet. They're white. They look like little booties. What's that all about? Got little white booty feet. Okay, cat. Just show me your ass. What are you doing? Oh, now you want me to scratch you? Is that what you're saying? All right. So how do your mother for me? Ooh, ah. All right, here we are, returning to the hostel from dinner. We ate at the Rabbit Hole. It was good. Up here you see the town hall for Harper's Ferry, and right next to it the police station. Right after that, the fire station. So that should do it. I hope you enjoyed Scoutmaster's talking to the animals today. Maybe we'll see some more animals tomorrow we can talk to. But other than that, we're going to head to the hostel. And that'll do it for day 60. We're somewhere around mile 1026, something like that. And tomorrow, we're going to... Looks like we'll probably slack pack about 20 miles of Maryland. That's kind of the plan. We got to finalize that with Hippie at the hostel. And so stay tuned for that. That's it for day 60.